You watching the Mente show. And we're live, baby, from Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so they say. I'm with Mente, yeah, wow. Bienvenidos a su programa Francamente Vegas Espectacular. Mi nombre es Frank Sánchez, aquí en la capital del espectáculo, Las Vegas, Nevada. Y hablando de estos grandes espectáculos que pasan aquí en Las Vegas, recientemente tuvimos la oportunidad de asistir a un gran evento que es The Evil Dead, The Musical. Primero salió la película y luego siguió la secuela de las películas 1, 2 y 3, Army of Darkness. Y ahora tenemos este musical. ¿Qué les parece si nos vamos a ver esto que les tenemos preparado? And we live at the Tommy Wynn Theater here with the cast of The Evil Dead, the musical. And your names are?
My name is Chris Weidman, and I play Ash Williams.
My name is Tad Kincaid, and I play the role of Scotty.
My name is Tori Imlock, and I play Annie. No, wait. I'm Greg Corin, and I play Jake.
I'm Tori Imlaw, and I play the dual role of Shelly and Annie.
There you go. And can you tell us how you guys got together to do this wonderful performance, this job?
Oh, yeah, sure. So this show has been going on for about 10 years, and they brought it out to Las Vegas about 4 or 5 years ago. And it did so well in a local theater that they brought it to the Las Vegas Strip. I joined the cast about 3 years ago. Greg?
Yeah, I've been here for about 3.5 years, so I'm the senior cast member. I've been here longer than everybody else. Senior. Yeah, I'm also old and senile.
I've been here about 2.5 years.
And then this guy.
And I've also been here about 2 years now. We were actually at Planet Hollywood when we first got on the Strip at the V Theater. We performed for about 5 nights for about almost a year, a week, and then we dropped down to 2 nights, and then we moved over here last December.
Oh, yeah. To the beautiful Tommy Wynn Theater, and they've been very good to us. Very good. Come. It's a great show.
Can you tell us how is the process to prepare for this show? How many hours or how long you guys practice?
It's basically all we do. No, we rehearse a few times a week for about a couple hours each night. When we're starting, though, is a long rehearsal process, but then they just throw us right up onto the stage. But a lot of the preparation comes in, like getting blood and getting T-shirts and duct tape and all the different things that we need to put the show on.
It's not only that. I mean, I saw that you guys do a lot of running around. And I'm pretty sure you guys get tired, and you guys got a lot of energy.
Yeah. We run around, we dance, we fight, we kill deadites, and then we also do the show.
Very nice. Can you tell us a little bit about the different parts that you do? Because first I saw you as a blonde girl, and then you changed.
Yeah, I play a dual role of Shelly and Annie. It works a little bit better for the show because it separates it so you have 3 females on stage. Also, there's time for me to switch in and out. So Shelly's like the ditzy blonde who Scott brings with him up to the cabin, and then Annie is kind of Ash's challenge throughohout the show. So it's a really fun part to play because you get to play 2 polar opposites. So I mean, it's a blast.
This gentleman here, I know he's doing one role about this guy that he's so in love with his girlfriend. He got lost, right?
That's right. Jake was in the woods with his girlfriend, or his lovely wife, Bobby Joe. His lovely wife, Bobby Joe, she got lost in the woods, and Jake runs into Annie and her boyfriend, Ed, and he takes them to the cabin in the woods where well, it doesn't end well for them. It doesn't, but it's a sad ending. We all get turned into deadites, but Ash comes out as the hero in the end.
Yeah, I do.
Well, let's talk about that. Okay, Ash, tell us a little bit about your job in the smart shop that you done. Tell us.
Okay, so my name is Ash Williams, and I work at S-Mart in the housewares department in aisle 12, and I go up to a cabin in the woods. I take my lovely girlfriend Linda up to a cabin in the woods with 4 of our buddies, 3 of our buddies. Damn it. Now, 2 of our buddies and Shelly. Anyway. So we go and other girl. So we go up to the cabin with 2 buddies and the other girl, and bad stuff happens. We read from a book of the dead, and everybody gets possessed. And I've got to take care of business. I got to start cutting up some demons.
The book of the dead. Tell us a little.
The book of the dead is called the Necronomicon. Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the book of the dead, and roughly translated, book of the dead. Yeah. Absolutely, it is a swinging happy dance. And the book is bound in human flesh and inked in human blood. It's an ancient Sumerian text that causes havoc on this planet.
Yeah. Now it's a turn for my friend right here. He do a lot of dancing and a lot of bloody stuff with the guts.
Oh yeah.
Con las tripas de fuera.
Yeah, so what happens to me is I kind of get attacked by the trees after I run away because, well, all the deadites scare me and everything, and I just can't handle it. So I get attacked by the trees, and unfortunately my guts do come out and everything, and, you know, the guts, they do spray blood and everything, so I got to cover those audience members in blood.
But not for Tuesday. Oh, it's time for you. Action time. It's time for us. Zombies to rise. It's time for you.
So my first character, her name is Shelly. She's a little bit of the ditzy, lustful blonde. She doesn't really know what anybody's talking about. She's kind of drunk the entire time. When she does turn evil, she does get pretty smart though. So that's fun to play. And then I play Annie, who is Ash's opposite at the end. She helps him translate the passages and kill the deadites. She doesn't exactly have the best of endings, but Ash wouldn't get anywhere without her, so.
If you're in Las Vegas, or you're visiting Las Vegas, come to the Tommy Wynn Theater and watch Evil Dead the Musical. It's the bloodiest show in all of Las Vegas. It's the best show in all of Las Vegas, if I do say so myself, and I'm not biased. And remember, shop smart. Shop S-Smart. We're going to go to a little commercial break. You can watch a little bit of the play while we're doing that, and then we'll be right back with some more Mente.
It's time to fulfill my purpose in life. We are born with a destiny.
Los invitamos a que vean el show de Francamente Vegas Espectacular. Tendremos entretenimiento, tecnología, deportes y el segmento de Filemón el Chismosito todos los sábados aquí en tu canal por Estrella TV.
Amigos, soy José para invitarlos a que estén muy pendientes de su programa Francamente Vegas Espectacular, con entrevistas, tecnología, deportes y sobre todo el segmento de Filemón el Chismosito. No se lo pierdan los sábados por el canal 3 y por Cox Cable 115. Soy su amigo José quien los invita a que estén con nosotros. Gracias, amigos.
Queridos amigos, por muchos años he conocido gente extraordinaria en el mundo del espectáculo, del entretenimiento, de las artes. Y una de estas grandes personas que conocí hace ya varios años atrás, este actor que todos lo conocemos por su película Blood In, Blood Out, pero que también tiene una carrera bastante fuerte en Hollywood. Acabamos ahorita de tener una exclusiva desde donde está filmando una película. Quiero que vean esto que les preparamos.
Good morning, Frank Sanchez. It's Damian CHAPA, Miklo from Sangre por Sangre. Thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. Tengo mucho orgullo por eso. Perdona mi español, no perfectamente, pero yo puedo decir vatos locos forever. So thank you very much, like I said, for the interview. The question you asked me was, how did I start acting? Well, I was acting when I was about 15 years old. I did my first movie. I just got back from Texas con mi abuela, Juanita Chapa, who's passed now, and I went back at the time to the Midwest. I was going back and forth from Ohio to New York, where I lived and grew up. And I did a film, and it was just a little film, and that started me off. And then I went to, started to do a lot of acting study by doing plays. I started to write my own plays, and then I had really interesting directors in New York City at the 18th Street Playhouse. That's where I started really learning how to be an actor, by simply acting. I really found it by doing it, so to speak. And it was a great experience growing up in New York as an actor, and I met a lot of wonderful people, and the 80s was the time I found a lot of interesting folks in the city. I hung out with people like Andy Warhol. As an artist, we spoke. And I met Jack Nicholson there one time. That was a great experience when I was a kid. He was such a great actor. We didn't talk much, but I found him to be one of the greatest actors of our time. And I watched a lot of his stuff growing up, which really helped me as an actor by watching great actors. And then I met people like Mick Jagger from the Stones. We hung out with the 80s crowd back then. And then my first job was with Madonna and Papa Don't Preach. I was just a stand-in, and we hung out a few nights. We had a few laughs, and we made Papa Don't Preach, and I was just a stand-in. And that's how I started. I got into the business by being a stand-in. And then, of course, I went on to, it was Leonardo DiCaprio and myself were both up for the James Dean film back when I was younger, and he was younger. And he was going to do the Hollywood approved version, and I was going to do the family approved version movie of James Dean, but both films got stopped. Leonardo pulled out of his film, and in my film there was a great tragedy, which is in a book by Rod Lurie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which describes the story that happened to the James Dean project that I was involved with. And then what happened was I started auditioning in Los Angeles. I moved out to Los Angeles from New York and really worked hard for many years, auditioned and kept trying and doing theater there and working very hard and having a lot of side jobs. And next thing you know, I auditioned for Miklo in Blood In, Blood Out. And it was a real long process. There's a documentary called Miklo, Blood In, Blood Out. You can go to Amazon Prime. It's on there now. It's called Miklo, Blood In, Blood Out on Amazon Prime, and you can watch it free if you have Amazon Prime. You just punch in the words Miklo, Blood In, Blood Out, and it'll come up. And you can watch that on Amazon Prime. Now it discusses this whole behind the scenes of Blood In, Blood Out with myself and the others in San Quentin, and some of the things that happened that people were not aware about in Sangre por Sangre and Blood In, Blood Out. So if you want a chance to know more about, and as you questioned, your second question was, what was my favorite role? Well, I have to say, I played in Under Siege, I played in Street Fighter, I played with Chris Tucker in Money Talks with a great cast. And I played Lau Menendez in a miniseries. I really loved that role. That was great. But I have to say, after all the movies I've done, including the ones I direct and produce now, I did a movie about Brando and Polanski and many other artists, a lot of biopics. But my greatest time as an actor, and the most memorable I would have to say is Blood In, Blood Out. I really enjoyed that film. I mean, it was more than just a film. It was an experience, and I found my Chicano roots in a way where, you know, I had a lot of time growing up and a lot of experience with my Chicano side of the family. Some people may know or may not know, my mother was of Irish descent from Kentucky, a really lovely lady. And my father was Chicano with Italian roots from Texas. He was a Tejano. They're both passed now, God bless their souls. And, you know, there were some interesting folks. And, you know, I stayed with my grandma CHAPA, who was a wonderful lady. She really gave me my first experience as understanding the Chicano experience. And I really, really loved her and was very close to her. And I remember walking through Robstown, Texas, which is a great place. If you ever want to go to Robstown, it has a great feel to it. And she'd take me by the hand. She'd call me little Güerito. And she'd take me to go get pan de dulce. And it started this whole experience for me, and it never stopped. And so I would say Blood In, Blood Out, Sangre por Sangre, is really my greatest experience thus far as an actor. I think later on as a director I experienced a lot of wonderful things, but Blood In, Blood Out was really my favorite role as an actor thus far. Maybe Brando could be second. I'm the only person who played Brando. But the thing is, like I said, if you want to see more of the behind the scenes of Sangre por Sangre or Blood In, Blood Out, just go to Amazon Prime and look up Miklo, Blood In, Blood Out. And you can watch that on Amazon Prime. You get some real insight on Sangre por Sangre. Hay muchos secretos, a lot of things that happen behind the scenes and of what happened to me on that movie where I played Miklo. I really appreciate all my fans, and I want to say thank you to all of them. They've been the most loyal fans in the world, and I love my fans, and I love all the people who supported my career throughout the world. And especially in the U.S. Hispanic community, I have never in my life seen a more loyal group of people. I mean, and my heart goes out to all my fans. They've always stuck by me, and I love all of them, and I appreciate all of them very much. Y tengo mucho orgullo. Gracias por todo. And I want to say, the fourth question you asked me was, do I have any new projects coming up? Yes, there is. There's a project right now called The Mexican Connection. That's coming up. That'll be out next year. So keep an eye out for The Mexican Connection. It's a cool story about a Chicano who gets hired to come out to Europe to save an aristocrat's family from demise. He has a lot of street knowledge, so they bring him out, and he's basically a hitman and a work for hire. That'll be exciting, hopefully. The Mexican Connection. And also I'm doing a project now called Hidden Secrets of Hollywood. And it's a show. It's going to be on Amazon Prime and all over the world. It's going to be called Hidden Secrets of Hollywood, and it'll be a scholarly review and critique of a great deal of the Hollywood secrets. And there's a lot of actors I'll be critiquing, including all the greats like Ingrid Bergman and Nicholson and all these other people that I admired along the way. And it will give people great insight as to what acting's about and what Hollywood's about and the secrets that people keep there that other people want to know about, including writing, directing, acting, and even distribution. So keep an eye out for Hidden Secrets of Hollywood. It will be a series running and a school scholarly review and critique. So I hope that answers all your questions. And I just want to say to all my fans out there who supported me all over the world, all over Mexico, all over South America, all over the United States, gracias por todo. I really love all of you. Thank you so much. And Vatos Locos forever.
¿Qué les pareció esta entrevista con este gran actor, Damian CHAPA? Pero tenemos muchas cosas interesantes aquí en el programa, así es que no le cambien. Regresamos después de estos comerciales.
Los invitamos a que vean el show de Francamente Vegas Espectacular. Tendremos entretenimiento, tecnología, deportes y el segmento de Filemón el Chismosito todos los sábados aquí en tu canal por Estrella TV.
¿Cómo están? Les habla King Clave, soy amigo de Frank Sánchez. Quiero enviarles un mensaje de amor y de ternura a todos esos niños, ángeles de Dios, que ustedes, queridos amigos, están apoyando. Mi corazón, mi sentimiento, mi pensamiento para todos ellos, y agradecerles a ustedes profundamente esta campaña hermosa que están realizando por esos niños que son ángeles de Dios.
Hola amigos, yo soy Diego Verdaguer y estás viendo Francamente Vegas.
Amigos, soy José para invitarlos a que estén muy pendientes de su programa Francamente Vegas Espectacular, con entrevistas, tecnología, deportes y sobre todo el segmento de Filemón el Chismosito. No se lo pierdan los sábados por el canal 3 y por Cox Cable 115. Soy su amigo José quien los invita a que estén con nosotros. Gracias, amigos.
Nos encontramos en CES, en la entrada de la convención de 50 años de tecnología e innovación. Muy pronto estaremos entrando y mostrándoles algo de la nueva tecnología. Esta es la división de Sony, como pueden ver, mucha de la nueva tecnología, y vamos a hablar con uno de los representantes de Sony. We're here with Joseph Sam from Sony Division. Can you tell us a little bit about the new technology?
Absolutely. So we're introducing here at CES, we've got two introductions this year. First, in our LCD lineup, we have our new television, the X930E and the X940E. Now, these are really continuations of a design we introduced last year, but with some big changes. We introduced a brand new processor, the X1 Extreme processor chip. You may know, but Sony's actually known for having the best processing on the market in the form of our X1 processor we used last year. This year, the X1 Extreme is actually 40% faster and does a lot more. It can do things like object-based HDR remastering. So it'll take SDR content, which is broadcast, what we all wind up watching at home, and upscale that to HDR quality. Super bit mapping for the best color possible and dual database processing. So we actually have the ability to distinguish between noise and fine detail, giving you really one of the most elevated LCD picture qualities ever before.
So basically this is one of the top of the line products in the market.
Yes, the X1 Extreme processor makes this one of the best TVs on the market, especially for customers that are going to be watching all kinds of content. Sports, broadcast, 4K Ultra HD movies. This television can do everything. We support HDR10 as well as Dolby Vision, and the whole 9 series will also do hybrid log gamma, which is really something that hasn't even made it fully to the US yet. They use that as a European standard, but you'll see more about hybrid log gamma in the next year or two, and these televisions are already ready, so they're kind of future-proof for you.
¿Qué les pareció, amigos, esta tecnología que nos ofrecen en CES? Estas televisiones de 4K que son como una ventana hacia el mundo, ¿verdad? Muy nítidas, y que también dentro de poco vamos a tener la de 8K. Y hablando de toda esta tecnología y de todo, amigos, también nos pueden escribir aquí a su programa. Aquí en pantalla está nuestra dirección, nuestras redes sociales. Nos pueden escribir a nuestro inbox en Facebook. ¿Y qué les parece, amigos, si ahora los dejo con Filemón el Chismosito y nos vemos la próxima semana? Me despido, su amigo Frank Sánchez, y nos vemos. Hola, aquí Filemón, y bienvenidos a mi segmento de Filemón el Chismosito durante la semana de la gran pelea entre Chávez Junior y Canelo, y también la Box Fan Expo. Y hablando de los fans, miren aquí, todos estaban listos para agarrar su buen autógrafo, pero miren, nada, no pasaba nada. Bueno, este niño agarró otra cosa, pero agarró algo. Y esta su guantezote, pero agarró, y miren hablando de agarrar, ay, qué cosas. Y este muchacho que no le quedó el cinturón, pero dijo, yo me lo llevo. Y hablando de llevarse aquí, esta muchacha, nuestra reportera, y Frank queriendo llevarse algo también, pero nada, que no le atinaban al hoyo. Oh my God. A ver, Frank, dale. Nada. A ver, vamos de nuevo. ¿Qué está pasando? Atínenle, llévense algo. Nada. Qué jode. Uy. Y miren qué hermosuras. A ver, ¿a cuál se llevan? ¿La 3? ¿La 2? ¿La 1? ¿O nuestra bella reportera? Qué bárbaro. Miren nomás. Y bueno, y hablando de trompadas, mira, preparándose para la pelea. Y aquí Frank también le daban trompadas, pero lo estaban dejando como camote durante el evento. Frank, cuídate. Ay, miren, otra trompada más. Y aquí los despido con las trompadas de Frank. Y no se olviden, amigos, de sus sugerencias, de escribirnos aquí en pantalla con su amigo Filemón, lo que quieran ver. Y nos vemos la próxima semana en Francamente Vegas Espectacular. Adiós.
You say a mente. I say Frank, you say a mente. Frank a mente. With shorty long. And I got a song. They call me Shorty Long. I'm on the air today with Frank Mente, all over Las Vegas and the world. I say Frank, you say a Mente. I say Frank, you say a Mente. Frank Mente with shorty long, and I got a song. They call me Shorty Long. I'm on the air today with Frank Mente, all over Las Vegas and the world. I say Frank, you say a Mente. I say Frank, you say a Mente. Frank Mente with shorty long, and I got a song. They call me Shorty Long.